We are live here on Schlick Sports. Baseball is on the air as we got a good one for you between Creekside and Trinity Christian. One of the toughest matchups of the season for each of these sides. Couldn't write up a better matchup for this one. Creekside comes in at 15-1, riding a 14-game winning streak in to tie their second longest win streak in school history. They got to get through one of the toughest teams in the area, Trinity Christian. The Conquerors come in ranked number 1 in News4Jack's latest local poll, while Creekside comes in at 3, and they're flip-flopped in Jacksonville.com. Creekside at 1, Trinity at 3. No matter what you say, these are two of the top 2 teams in the area, and they have proven it so far this year. Trinity Christian comes in at 11-3. They have 5 D1 commits. They got a team ERA at 1.23. I think what separates Trinity from Creekside, if you look at the overall numbers on these teams, is their ability to hit consistently up and down the batting order. They're batting .307 as a team. They got 3 Florida committed players on their roster. 5 D1 commits on their squad. Creekside, they have a great team ERA at 1.41, and they have their ace on the mound tonight in Nick Romeo. How will he handle yet another tough matchup? He's been faced with some tough ones this season. This one might be the toughest out of all of them. Trinity Christian, top to bottom, a great batting order led off by JU committed Jacob Miller. All the way down, you don't really see a weak spot in this batting order. Creekside, their pitching has got the job done for them recently in their last game against Bartram Trail. 2-0 final score. Their 2 runs scored on wild pitches. The Knights got to get on base, and they got to drive runs in using their bats tonight if they want to come out with a victory over Trinity Christian. That'll do it for pregame. We'll be back with the starting lineups, national anthem, and then first pitch coming up next on Schlick Sports.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Welcome back. We're going to send you down to the field now at Trinity Christian for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Pitching for the Knights, number 21, Nick Romeo. In left field, number 6, Michael Bisham. In right field, number 16, Alex Calabro. At first base, Elias Hicks. At catcher, number 13, Gavin Schrupp. And at third base, number 3, Will Busey. And the head coach of the Knights, Chris King. Now for the Conquerors, home on the scoreboard with a record of 11 wins and 3 losses. In center field, number 7, Jacob Miller. In right field, number 12, Brady Harris. At shortstop, number 5, Ashton Nugent. At left field, number 6, Aiden Arnett. Playing first base, number 12, Isaac Newman. At third base, number 1, Maddox Lee. At second base, number 8, Logan Dantzler. Designated hitter for the Conquerors, number 21, Tyler Ellis. And pitching for the Conquerors, number 11, Aaron Watson. Catching this evening for the Conquerors, number 17, Landon Mixon. The head coach of the Conquerors in his 4th year, Jonathan Murphy. We now ask that you all stand for prayer, please, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day. We thank you for the wonderful opportunity that these young men have to come and play the great game of baseball. We pray that you would keep them all safe and free from injury, and we'd have a great game. In your name we pray. Amen.
And it is time now to play ball here on Schlick Sports. Creekside and Trinity Christian just moments away from getting underway here on Schlick Sports. Time now to take a look at the starting lineups for each of these two teams. First up, the batting order for the Creekside Knights. Leading things off for Creekside is Andrew Kelly, followed by Ty Martineau and Sean Ashenfelder. Carson McFarland, the DH, batting cleanup for the Knights, with Michael Bysham getting back into the batting order. Batting fifth tonight for Creekside, Alex Calabro, the West Georgia commit, out in right field, batting sixth, followed by Elias Hicks, Gavin Strump, and Will Busey. Taking a look at the man they'll be seeing out on the mound, Aaron Watson, standing at 6'3", 195. He started 4 games this year, pitched in 5, got a 2-0 record with a 1.47 ERA. Strikes out a lot of batters, doesn't walk too many, had a lot of success against lineups this season. Let's take a look at the field, backing him up out there in the outfield. In left, Aiden Arnett gets the start with Jacob Miller, the JU commit, in center. Brady Harris out in right for the Conquerors. Isaac Newman over at first with Logan Danzler at second. Ashton Nugent at short with Maddox Lee over at third. Behind the plate, Landon Mixon. And of course on the mound, Aaron Watson. It is a beautiful night for baseball as we are just about set to get started. 82 degrees and sunny. The wind blowing at 9 miles an hour. Sun not supposed to set for more than an hour from now, so that's kind of nice. Haven't seen too much of that this year. A lot of under the lights, and sunset not until 7:47 now. Good sound that you're getting pretty good ways into the baseball season. Summer's coming. As Andrew Kelly steps up to the plate to lead things off. It's a slight breeze in from right field at Trinity. As Kelly fouls one off, we are underway. Kelly in the leadoff spot, has led off each of the last 4 games with a single. The lone exception, last one against Bartram Trail, flew out to right field against the Florida committed Skylar Sanford. Fouls one off quickly. 0-2 on him. Oh, 2 pitch, got him looking at a called strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for the Creekside Knights. That will bring up Ty Martineau. Nice little fastball there from the pitcher Watson. He's got a good one. Good velocity on it, 85 to 88 miles an hour. Also got a slider at 79, a curveball at 77, and a changeup at 81, according to Perfect Game. So a good arsenal of pitches he'll work in on you. Big figure out on the mound, mentioned 6'3", 195. Watson facing Ty Martineau. Fires a ball, 1-0. Next pitch grounded out to second, fielded cleanly by Dantzler to throw to first in time. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down for the Creekside Knights. Sean Aschenfelder to the plate. Sean, one of the top threats in this Creekside lineup, leading the team at the plate this season. Hasn't recorded a hit in the last 2 games, however, as he fouls one off for strike 1. Funny thing about Aschenfelder, he could go D1 for baseball or football. Got multiple D1 offers as a quarterback in football. Talked to D1 programs in baseball. Batting .386 with a home run, 7 RBIs this season as he fouls one off down the third base side, 0-2. Full windup. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Watson from the windup doesn't have a very big leg kick. Doesn't come up, lift that left leg too far up off the ground. He wanted that call there. Just missed, however, on the fastball. 2-2. 2 gone in the top of the first inning. Pitch gets away from him, full count after starting Aschenfelder 0-2. Watson doesn't walk too many guys. In 19 innings pitched, he's walked just 10 batters this season. 3-2. Foul back. We'll do it again. Got him looking. Nice little slider, it looked like came back into the zone. Second strikeout looking for the Creekside Knights in the first. How about that from Watson? Sets him down 1-2-3 heading into the bottom of the inning. First chance for Trinity coming up next on Schlick Sports.
First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports.
Welcome back here to Trinity Christian Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. Creekside and the Conquerors battling it out here. Bottom of the first inning, we are scoreless as Trinity gets ready for their first time up at the plate. Let's take a look at the batting order for Trinity Christian in tonight's game. Jacob Miller leading things off for the Conquerors, followed by Brady Harris and Ashton Nugent. How about that for a top of the order? 3 guys all committed to go someplace for college. Aiden Arnett, the cleanup man, committed to Florida. Isaac Newman batting 5th, followed by Maddox Lee and Logan Dantzler. Tyler Ellis, the DH, batting 8th, with Landon Mixon rounding things out, batting 9th. On the mound for the Creekside Knights is Nick Romeo, the sophomore. He's pitched in 5 games this year. All of them he started. 27 innings with a 1.53 ERA. And a 3-0 record. Struck out 30 batters while walking just 7. He has hit a few, however, as that's a high, deep drive to left field. Going back on it is Bysham. He can't get to it. One hop off the wall. Bysham slow to get up. He's still not up. Miller might have it all. Heading for the plate. It's a leadoff inside the park home run, but they're going to have to check out on Michael Bysham, who is still down by the wall. Bysham took a bit of a tumble as he got out to the wall, so reached out for it. It looked like he had a bit of a somersault. And he's now surrounded by coaches and trainers out in left field. And we're going to step away. Be back after this.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-26.
So good news here at Trinity Christian. Michael Bysham looks to be okay. We'll continue the game out in left field. It's a good sign for Creekside, as that is one of their key players at the plate out in left. The bad news for the Knights, Jacob Miller scoring on an inside the park home run on the play. Trinity up early 1-0. Miller, the JU commit, top hitter on this team. Shows exactly why. First home run of the season as Brady Harris comes up to the plate. Harris committed to Florida, the freshman batting .280 on the season. The home run, 12 RBIs. Nick Romeo trying to bounce back after a tough break on that one in left. Swung on and missed, strike one. Romeo was good for the Knights his freshman year on varsity last season. Really has picked it up this go around with Creekside. I mentioned got an ERA at 1.53 heading into the start. Added over 20 pounds this offseason. It's a fastball in the low 80s with a curveball and a changeup. It's a 3-1 count on Brady Harris at the plate. Swung on and missed, strike two, full count. It's the bottom of the first inning, 1-0. Trinity Christian with the early lead over the Creekside Knights. 3-2 pitch, curveball. In for strike three. Out number one, Ashton Nugent coming up to the plate. Time now to take a look at the formation on the field for the Creekside Knights. Michael Bysham in left, Andrew Kelly out in center, Alex Calabro in right field for Creekside. On the infield, Elias Hicks at first, Will Busey in the hot corner at third, Zy Martineau, Sean Ashenfeller, the second baseman and shortstop. Gavin Strump behind the plate, and on the mound, Nick Romeo as Nugent takes a strike. And sends a chopper over to shortstop. Charging it is Ashenfeller. He cannot make the play. Running in on it, skipped under the glove. Bounced off the edge of the leather, though, so able to keep it on the infield. Infield single for Ashton Nugent. Runner on first, one gone, one in. On leadoff inside the park home run for Jacob Miller. And Aiden Arnett to the plate. This is such a tough top of the lineup for Trinity Christian. You got three guys right there, all committed to go to college. JU, Florida, and Florida State College at Jacksonville. Isaac Newman, the cleanup hitter, batting .368 this year, OPS over 1,000. And Aiden Arnett right here. Newman, the 5-hole hitter. Arnett, the cleanup man, going to Florida. Runner on first, one away. 0-2. Takes pitch outside, 1-2. And a lot of young commits here as well. You got Brady Harris, freshman Florida commit. Arnett, freshman Florida commit. He fouls one off down the right field side. They got another freshman committed to Florida, Ethan Wheeler. FSU commit. Is that pitch in the dirt, 2-2. FSU commit is freshman Braden Harris. It's a young, very talented team, and it's showing 11-3 on the season. Two of the top teams in the Jacksonville area facing off today. Trinity Christian with the early advantage. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Aiden Arnett. Curveball. Got him looking at strike 3. Second backwards K of the night for Nick Romeo. And Isaac Newman will come up to the plate. Mentioned the numbers on Newman. Very impressive this year. The senior batting .368. Getting on base the .479 mark. So he chops one foul to start off the at-bat. Trinity Christian got things started with the leadoff inside the park home run. Just out of reach of Michael Bisham and left. Past the outstretched glove. Bisham was down for a while after the play with an apparent injury. Andrew Kelly had to come in all the way from center field to get to the ball in the left field corner, and by the time they even got it to the cutoff man, here's an inside the Parker. Is that hard line drive, backhand catch by Elias Hicks over at first base, gets the third out of the inning. And before we step away, heading into the second, a little over a week ago, Trinity Christian lost a staple figure in their athletic program, Coach Willie Green, a coach on Trinity's football team. Green was a 9-time state champion and a former U.S. Marine. He touched many hearts here at Trinity Christian, and on behalf of Schlick Sports and the Creekside athletic program, we extend our thoughts and prayers to the family of Coach Green and to the Trinity Christian community. We step away. Be back after this.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports.
So after the throw gets away from Watson at first, runner On the bag, Carson McFarland. 1-0 Trinity Christian, our score here in the top of the second inning. Spisham takes a pitch low. 1-0. One-0 pitch is a bunt foul. 1-1 on Bisham. One pitch is a bunt down the third base line. Throw goes to second in time for one. Bisham will advance to first in time, so on the fielder's choice. There's out number one. Runner on first for Creekside, Alex Calabro to the plate. Calabro this season for Creekside up and down. Overall batting .219. Getting on base at the .390 mark, however. Works good at bats up at the plate. Makes good contact. He goes around on that first pitch for strike one. Oh, 1 count on Alex Calabro. Elias Hicks on deck. As there's a line drive into right field. That's down in the gap. Hustling for third goes Bisham. They're still not to the ball. He's rounding third, heading for the plate. Throw hits the cutoff man. The throw will not go to home. We are all tied up, courtesy of Alex Calabro with the RBI double here in the top of the second. Alex Calabro comes up big time, 5th RBI of the season, and we are tied back up at 1 in the top of the second inning. Runner in scoring position, 1 gone for Creekside. Elias Hicks now up to the plate. Knights got a chance to extend the lead. Ground ball into the 4-3 hole. Tripping is Danzler to throw to first. In time, however, for out number 2. Danzler kind of stumbled over his own feet. Turf Monster almost got him, was able to gather it, however, make the throw successfully to first base. For out number 2, Gavin Strump now up to the plate. Strump's come up big quite a few times for the Knights this year as he swings at strike 1. Strump got 8 RBIs this season for the Knights. Got a runner on third, 2 gone in a 1-1 game. That pitch gets away from the catcher, Mixon, and Calabro will score standing. 2-1 Creekside here at Trinity Christian. And that is a great way to respond after the inside the park home run back in the bottom of the first inning. Knights went down 1-0 early against a real tough arm in Aaron Watson on the mound. RBI double, wild pitch, and just like that, Knights got the lead in the top of the second inning, 2-1. There's a line drive down for a single in center field. Gavin Strump trying to keep it going, get a bit of a 2-out rally going for the Creekside Knights. Will Busey to the plate now for Creekside. 2 gone, 2 in for the Knights, and a runner on first base. Gavin Strump, the catcher. Pinch run for by DJ Corey. Corey has got 6 stolen bases this season. Pickoff move not in time over to first base. Will Busey at the plate. Was as hot as they can be to open up the season. But after a major slump here in the past couple weeks, averages dip below 200. As he takes a ball outside. Overall for Busey this year, Still getting on base at the 348 mark. Another pickoff move, not in time. Got 7 RBIs, so if they can get Corey into scoring position here, that would be big. 1-0 count on Busey. Runner goes, pitch inside. The throw down, not in time. Corey into scoring position with his 7th stolen base of the season. And a 2-0 count on Will Busey at the plate. Two balls, no strikes, 2 gone in the top of the second. DJ Corey on second base. Pitch low, ball 3. Top of the order due up after this for the Creekside Knights. Three and 0. Here's the pitch from Watson. In for strike number 1. Two to 1 our score. Creekside holding on to a 1-run advantage in the top of the second inning on the road at Trinity Christian. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed on the inside part of the plate. Count moves full, 3-2. Watson takes a look at the runner on second, fires a pitch off into the parking lot. Still full. After the foul ball, Watson set. And again the 3-2 to Will Busey. High fly ball down the right field line is foul. So after 2 straight foul balls, can Busey straighten one out, put it in play, and give Corey a chance to score from second? The 3-2, Corey goes, pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3, but the Knights do strike for 2. They take a 2-1 lead heading into the bottom of the second, live on Schlick Sports.
For all your mortgage needs, contact Troy Silhan with Bank of England Mortgage. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, 10-time buyer, need down payment assistance, or are looking to invest in real estate, give Troy a call at 904-217-9489. Bank of England Mortgage is the top mortgage lender here in Northeast Florida that can help you with your home purchase or refinance needs. FHA, VA, conventional, and jumbo loans are just a few of the things Troy Silhan and Bank of England Mortgage can help you with. Give Troy a call today, 904-217-9489. Bank of England. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com. Or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance.
Back here at Trinity Christian Academy, Creekside leads the Conquerors 2-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Trinity Christian struck for 1 on the inside the park home run to lead off the first inning. 6, 7, 8 due up. In the bottom of the second, Maddox leading things off. Ground ball down the third baseline. That is foul. Called by the home plate umpire. 0-2. Maddox Lee batting .206 this season. Gets on base the .444 mark, and that's really impressive. Especially when your average doesn't jump off the page, and still very productive at the plate this season. Comes up when you need him to. Got 11 RBIs. Overall, he's drawn 13 walks this season. 0-2. Curveball takes a look at it for ball one. Good eye there to make it 1-2. Here's the pitch. Low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Nick Romeo works fast out on the mound. Usually pretty consistent. Doesn't throw too many pitches out there. That one fouled back. Trinity, though, making him work for it so far in this one. Nick Romeo already up to 22 pitches. There's nobody out in the bottom of the second. 2-2. High fly ball to left field. Going back on it, Michael Bysham. Under it, he makes the catch for out number 1. Now up to the plate, Logan Dantzler. Dantzler out at second base for the Conquerors tonight. The senior batting .293 with 12 RBIs this season. Just needs to get on base here. He'd represent the tying run if he is able to. This is a really big matchup for each of these teams. Trinity and Creekside, two of the top teams in the area. The Knights on a 14-game win streak. 1 win away from tying their second longest in school history. They've already beat Bartram Trail in 2 straight games. This is the matchup that you look at, though, and feel like it's one of the toughest challenges on the schedule. They got North Marion down in Ocala Thursday. Is that one back up the middle into center field, base hit for Logan Dantzler. Runner on first, 1 gone. Tyler Ellis now up to the plate. Taking a look ahead to North Marion, 11-4. And this Creekside's had to earn this win streak as well. They've played some really tough teams. You look at Sandalwood, Vieira, Spruce Creek, Bartram Trail, Nice. They've faced some really tough teams on this little run they've been on. And we've gone over it before and looking ahead last week. You thought it'd be really tough to get some wins and even get it to 15. He's tracking it, coming in. Andrew Kelly makes the play in center. That's with a 2-1 advantage over Trinity Christian. But it's looking like this could shape up to be a pretty high-scoring game. Already 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Knights lead 2-1. 2 gone. Runner on first for the Conquerors as Landon Mixon makes his way up to the plate. North Marion 11-4. Then the Knights got Clay coming up after that. So that pitch missed for ball 1. Foul ball up in the air. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the catcher, Mixon. Mixon, the sophomore, batting .286 this year. Got a runner on first, 2 gone in the bottom of the second. There's a pitch outside. 2-1. Clay 13-3. That's going to be at home for Creekside. Tomorrow they travel over 2 hours down in, on Thursday they travel over 2 hours south to face North Marion. It's a 3-1 pitch. Fouled away, full count. Those They have to win these next 3 games to tie their longest win streak in school history, and it'd be really something if they can do so. 3-2 pitch, runner on the move. Another foul ball. We'll do it again. Trinity Christian this year, 11-3. Their only local loss came to Oakleaf in extra innings. Again, the 3-2 is a curveball high, missed for ball 4. Back to the top of the order, Jacob Miller to the plate. And this is where Trinity can really make him pay, as Miller had the leadoff inside the park home run back in the first to left field. Made real good contact with it. Was a one-hopper off the wall. Miller came into this one batting at .457 with an on-base percentage over 600. Interesting fact about Miller is he also flies planes. The JU committed outfielder. He flies planes in his spare time and is looking to become a pilot as well as a baseball player. And one of the reasons he mentioned in an interview with First Coast News why he's going to JU is because of their air program. There's a ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Ty Martineau. Tags the bag for out number 3. What a play by the junior second baseman to escape the Trinity Christian threat in the bottom of the second inning. Heading into the third, our score, Creekside 2, Conquerors 1.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Top of the third inning and top of the order to the plate for the Creekside Knights. Andrew Kelly up at the plate for Creekside. He struck out looking back in the first inning as he and his Knights lead 2-1 in the top of the third over Trinity Christian. Takes a ball 1-0. Aaron Watson been fantastic on the mound heading into this start, but the Knights are getting to him early. Third hit of the game. It's a single opposite field for Andrew Kelly. He's on base to lead off the third inning. Ty Martineau now up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Kelly either be on the move at some point in this at-bat or to see Martineau lay down a bunt at some point. The Knights do love to bunt to try to advance the runner. Not afraid to do so. Kelly, a threat to steal over at first base. Got 8 stolen bases this season. There's a called strike on Martineau. A 1. Watson set. From the stretch, Kelly goes. It's a line drive to right field. Catch is made. They could double him up here, and they're going to do exactly that with Kelly on the move. Ty Martineau made great contact on that one down the right field line. Kelly didn't realize I think that the ball was in the air, and he kept on running, didn't make his way back. Easy double play for the Conquerors. And just like that, 2 gone in the top of the third. Sean Ashenfelder with a slow tapper that dies on the grass in front of the plate. The throw down the right field line. Wild. Ashenfelder will round second and stay put. Into scoring position with 2 gone. Carson McFarland now up to the plate.
Now batting for the Knights, the designated hitter, number 19, Carson McFarland.
So Carson McFarland up for the Creekside Knights. Reached on an error back in the first. The top of the second inning. So he went on that pitch. Oh, 1. Next pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior DH. McFarland this year, team lead in RBI, has been fantastic up at the plate. Driven in 13 with 2 home runs. He swings at one there for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. McFarland batting .359 on the season. He's got Sean Ashenfelder out on second with 2 gone in the top of the third. The 1-2 pitch. Got him! Looking, swinging. He checked his swing. I don't think it would have mattered. It's strike 3. Heading into the bottom of the third. Our score, Creekside 2, Trinity Christian 1.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Bottom of the third inning, 2-1. Creekside leads over the Trinity Christian Conquerors. 2-1 is our score. As we get started, Brady Harris takes a strike. Next pitch in for strike number 2. Freshman Florida commit came into this game batting .280 on the season with the home run and 12 RBIs. Checks his swing, takes a pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on him now. Rung him up there on strike 3. 1 up, 1 down. That's how we start the bottom of the third inning. Nick Romeo gave up a run on an inside the park home run back in the first. Trinity Christian has managed 3 hits in this game. Romeo seems to have settled in a little bit since that first inning. As up to the plate comes Ashton Nugent. Nugent singled back in the first inning. getting on base the 500 mark heading into this game. As he swings at a fastball. Stopped by Ashenfelder at short. The throw in time! The high school quarterback shows off the arm from shortstop and gets the out on the 6-3 for out number 2. Aiden Arnett up to the plate. Arnett, yet another freshman on this roster committed to Florida, struck out looking back in the first inning. And after his teammates go down 1-2 to start the bottom of the third, he takes a ball 1-0. Curveball just misses. 2 balls, no strikes now with 2 gone in the bottom of the third. Romeo, I think, was saying something to the umpire, asking about that call on the pitch before, and Chris King going to talk to him about exactly that, I'm guessing. He does not like his players doing that. I think from just the motions he was making, just focus on the batter and getting him out. That's my best guess of what he's trying to say, get his sophomore starter back in the right mindset here. With 2 gone in the bottom of the third inning. 3-0 count. Fastball called, strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Pitch inside, ball 4. So 2 out walk will bring up Isaac Newman with a runner on first in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting first baseman, number 12, Isaac Newman.
Takes a strike. Newman lined out in a hard line drive, was backhanded by Hicks over at first base. Just instinctual reaction play at first base retired him. As a curveball was swung on and missed, gets behind Strump. Runner into scoring position, Aiden Arnett. 2 strikes on Newman. But he's got the tying run out on second base. With 2 gone in the bottom of the third. 2-1 Creekside leads. Romeo looking to end the inning. Off-speed pitch gets away from him. 1-2. One-two pitch, fastball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Isaac Newman. Trinity Christian this year batting .311 with runners in scoring position. As the curveball gets away from Strump, advancing to third is Arnett. Now the tying run 90 feet away in a full count on Isaac Newman. Mentioned that Trinity Christian as a team batting .311 with runners in scoring position. Newman at the plate this year batting .333 with runners in scoring position. He's got 6 RBIs. So he awaits the full count pitch with 2 gone in the bottom of the third. It's a fastball, and it's strike 3. Nick Romeo works out of the 2-out jam. Heading into the fourth, our score, Creekside 2, Trinity Christian 1. You're watching Creekside Baseball here on Schlick Sports.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Number 6, Michael Bisham.
Welcome back here to Trinity Christian as Michael Bisham steps up to the plate. You take a look at this Trinity Christian facility. It's 2 years old, this baseball stadium park here. Really nice as Michael Bisham takes a ball 1-0. Looked out here, seemed pretty new. Went up to the press box, which is actually new as well. They got a nice locker room over here at Trinity as the chopper to third is thrown on to first in time. One gone.
Now batting the right fielder.
Top of the fourth, 2-1. Creekside leads Trinity Christian. Alex Calabro to the plate. Drove in a run on the double in the top of the fourth as he fouls one back for a strike. Aaron Watson gave up 2 in the top of the second. Knights left a runner on in the third. Quite an eventful third inning as Ashenfelder reached on a single. Error advanced him to second. Andrew Kelly led off the inning with a single, but a flyout turned into a double play. So after 2 were gone, Knights got a runner into scoring position. After the strikeout, couldn't do anything with it. One and 2 on Alex Calabro. Flied down the right field line. Just on the foul line, the catch is made by Brady Harris. I actually thought that one was fouled back. It wasn't until I saw Calabro running that I realized that was in play. There's 2 gone in the top of the fourth inning. Elias Hicks to the plate. This is the second of 3 road games for the Creekside Knights, and they return home to face Clay. 4-game homestand, and they are away for the rest of the season. Hicks takes a strike, it's 0-1. Ground ball to second. Throw to first. Easy inning. 1-2-3 for Aaron Watson. Sets down the Knights. Heading into the bottom of the fourth. Still a 1-run ball game on Schlick Sports. 2-1 when we return.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
This game moving along, bottom of the fourth inning. This is 2-1 Creekside with the road lead over Trinity Christian. Nick Romeo gave up a run in the first. Hasn't given up a run in the last 2 innings, but Trinity Christian has left 4 runners stranded on base in those 2 innings. Romeo got to face Maddox Lee, Logan Danzler, and Tyler Ellis. 6, 7, 8. Here in the fourth, that's down for a base hit from Lee. Leadoff single to start the inning. Logan Danzler now up to the plate. Nice little line drive contact up the middle. Danzler works that in for a base hit. Lee, as Danzler singled his last time up. Could advance the runner to scoring position with one here. Beautiful night for baseball. Not a cloud in sight. It's 1-1 on Danzler after the swing and miss. Hear the cars roaring in the distance, but this baseball staying pretty far back on this Trinity Christian campus. Have to make a few different turns to get back here, and a little bit of a ways. Actually behind the school is when the rest of the outdoor facilities outside of the tennis courts. It looks like beach volleyball are out front, including the football stadium, softball stadium, old baseball field. Tonight it's 80 degrees with 8-mile-an-hour winds. Sun's starting to set as the trees cast a shadow. Are about half the field from the first base side. It's 3-1 on Danzler with a runner on first. Pitch outside. Walks the man into scoring position. Just like that, tying run on second for the Conquerors. Go-ahead run on first in the bottom of the fourth inning. And up comes Tyler Ellis, the DH. Flew out to center field his last time up. On the season, Ellis 2 for 20. He's got 3 RBIs though, so he's come up when they've needed him to. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, runners on first and second base. Fastball in for a strike. Oh, 1. That one just missed. Looked like a similar spot there. Didn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Romeo takes a look at the runner on second, Lee. Looks back towards the batter, and the curveball up and in. Ball 2. And this is one where I think you need an out, at least one right here. Roman Baselli up in the pen for Creekside. Pickoff move to first, not in time. It's Ellis, Mixon, then Jacob Miller. Due up for the Conquerors. 2-1. Popped up behind the net in the foul ground. 2 balls, 2 strikes on him now. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1, Creekside with the lead on the road against the tough Trinity Christian Conquerors. Beat Creekside each of the last 2 seasons. Knights scored just 1 run in those 2 games combined. They got 2 tonight and are holding on the road. However, the Conquerors got the tying run on second, go-ahead run on first, and a 3-2 count on Ellis with nobody out. Three-two pitch, blown away, ball 4. Back-to-back walks and a single, load the bases. 3 ducks on the pond, nobody out. Landon Mixon now up in the top of the order. This one could get away from the Knights fast if they can't get a quick out or 2. Out comes head coach Chris King. And it looks like the Knights are going to make a move to Roman Baselli when we return after this pitching change, brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Back here at Trinity Christian Academy on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. Bases are loaded for the Conquerors as they trail the Knights 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And in relief comes Roman Baselli, the junior. Inherits a really tough scenario for the Creekside Knights. Nick Romeo, the starter, only able to go 3 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run so far, but he's responsible for all 3 men on. With 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, this is Mixon. Then the JU committed Jacob Miller and Brady Harris. 2 of the most dangerous hitters in this lineup. Still 1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Baselli this season for the Knights has pitched in 5 games. This is his 3rd relief appearance. Hasn't given up an earned run in 16 innings pitched. 16 strikeouts to 4 walks for the junior this year. Normally out of the starting role. Allowed 1 run this year, was unearned. Of course, he wouldn't be responsible for any of these men on base if they were to score. There's a ground ball to second. Martineau flips to Aschenfelder for 1. Hesitated on the throw. Went to the dugout. Trinity Christian's got the lead. Aschenfelder arguing for something out there. I don't know if it's runner's interference, because Aschenfelder not usually one to air a throw like that. Had to make a second move on the throw. He stuck an arm up and leaned in is the Knights' argument. Umpires on the field going to discuss it. Said you got to pay attention. Let's go. Looking back at the replay here. We'll see if they have a case. I know, they most certainly do. Looking back at the replay, that is 100%. Leaned into Ashenfelder, stuck the arm up, and forced him to make a move to his right, airmilling the throw. 2-run score on the play. It's 3-2. Runner breaking for third. Throw from the knees, not in time at third base. A stolen base there. Gets a runner on to third. With one gone in the inning. Three to two, Trinity Christian leads. Jacob Miller at the plate. Got a 1-1 count with one gone and a runner over on third base. One. Pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. Infield in for the Knights, 2-1. Three-one pitch. Inside, ball 4, runners at the corners, 1 gone in a 3-2 game. Harris to the plate with runners at the corners. 1 gone, 3-2 ball game. Harris 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Florida commit Braden Harris is committed to FSU. I believe he's a pitcher. Not out there today. This is 0 for 1. 0 and 1 on Brady Harris. Rockets one foul. Put a charge into that ball. Just about 100 feet foul down the right field line. 0 and 2. Two-strike count. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Chandler Danzler, the pinch runner for the catcher, mix in on third. Jacob Miller, the runner on first. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Out number 2, runners on first and third. Roman Baselli looking to keep this at just a 1-run game as 2 runs already in for the Conquerors in this inning. Nugent to the plate, he's 1 for 2. Bottom of the 4th, 3-2, Trinity Christian leads over Creekside. Pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Outside. Nice job by Strump to keep that fastball from getting to the backstop. 2-0. Nugent this season got 7 RBIs. He's got a runner on third. That would make this a 2-run ball game if he scores. The 2-1 pitch is in for strike number 2. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in, and a 2-2 count. Baselli set. Here's the 2-2 offering. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, but the Conquerors load the bases. And on a ground out and a pretty crucial missed call, allow 2 runs to score. Heading into the top of the 5th, it's 3-2 Trinity Christian over the Creekside Knights.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Top of the 5th inning, 3-2 is our score. Trinity Christian, after the 2-run bottom of the 4th, now lead the Knights by 1. And a big top of that last inning was a big-time missed runner's interference call out at second, where the runner was Landon Mixon on his way over. Just a second, excuse me, it was Tyler Ellis. It's Gavin Strump at the plate, got a 1-1 count. On the slide, he leaned into the shortstop, Aschenfelder, who was transferring to make a throw to first, and he stuck an arm up that interfered with the play. As Strump flies one out to center field, Jacob Miller makes the catch for out number 1. And on the play, not only did the tying run score, which it would have scored anyways, the big run is the go-ahead run that scored on an error that ensued afterwards from Aschenfelder after he had to make the adjustment to the base runner. And the Knights were able to get the next 3 men out. Strikeout. The next 2 men out for a strikeout and a strikeout to end the inning. So if the interference is called there, the go-ahead run does not score. And those 2 outs end the inning, or just one of them does, I believe, to make it 2-2. And the reason I bring this up, and I'm talking about it a lot, is because if this ends up sticking with this result as a 1-run game in favor of Trinity Christian, that run, no matter what, is going to matter. And a call like that is when you look back at the end of the game, and if you feel like it could really hurt the Knights in a big-time way. It's back on the field. It's 2-0 count. You know, that pitch called strike on the outside corner. 2-1 on the scoreboard, but they've had that ball up there. That pitch hit Busey. He's on first base. Or no, they're saying it didn't hit him. Busey was on his way to first from a hit-by pitch. I think they're saying that it bounced before it hit him for ball 2 in my scorebook. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. There's one gone in the top of the 5th. 3-2. Trinity Christian leads the Creekside Knights. Busey fouls one off. Stays alive. Two-strike count. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. He walked Busey. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order now for Creekside. Andrew Kelly is out to the mound. Comes, I believe, head coach Jonathan Murphy. And that will do it for Aaron Watson on the mound. Settled in after a rough second inning, allowing just 2 runs on the night. But he exits in the top of the 5th inning with, if the result stands, a win in hand to add to his stat line. We'll be back after this pitching change, brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard.
Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Top of the 5th inning, time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game, the sidearm slinging Gage Denby, a senior in 6 games this year, has pitched 15 in a third, has a 1-1 record with an ERA at 182. Normally the closer on this team has 4 saves, 18 strikeouts to 4 walks. Efficient out on the mound, strikes out batters, doesn't walk too many. And he'll face the top of the order with 1 out and 1 on. Runner on first, Creekside down by 1 in a 3-2 ball game at Trinity Christian. Andrew Kelly at the plate, first to greet Denby on the mound. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He's on top of that one. That's a chance for 2. Gets the out at second. The throw to first. Not in time. Gets away from the first baseman, Newman. And Andrew Kelly will advance to second on the play. And now timeout on the field, as they're going to go out and talk to the umpire. They might be arguing for another base runner's interference out there. Watching back the play now. And he did not slide. Kelly didn't slide on his way out to second base. So that should be another base runner's interference call out there to end the inning. Unless they're saying I don't know the official ruling on this part, but if he ran to get out of the way, does that take away the call? But it didn't look like he did. It looks like this should be 2 outs to end the inning. Murphy out there does have a point. On the play, it looks like the original call will stand. Kelly into scoring position, and Ty Martineau to the plate. So the Knights catch a break there. The runner into scoring position with 2 gone. Ty Martineau to the plate. Flew out and grounded out in this one. Takes a strike. 0-1. Oh, that pitch got him. A fastball in on Martineau. Puts him on first base. Now runners on first and second with 2 gone. Sean Aschenfelder up for Creekside. Aschenfelder is 1 for 2 in this game. Driven in 7 runs this season. Can he get the job done here and tie this one up with Andrew Kelly on second in a 3-2 ball game? Top of the 5th. Knights down by 1. 2 gone in the inning. Their top threat at the plate. Up now. Pitch inside, ball 1. Now, there's an argument for Carson McFarland to be the top threat at the plate or Aschenfelder. Each of them have done damage this year. I'd actually give, overall, in this season, McFarland the advantage as a top threat. But the reason I'm making this point is because he's on deck. 2 home runs, team leading, 13 RBIs. If Aschenfelder can get on but not drive in a run, pretty good chance that McFarland might be able to do it. Pickoff move to first, not in time. 2-0 is our count. Denby takes the sign. 2-0 pitch. Skied up on the infield. Calling for it's Denby. Newman also in pursuit, but the pitcher Denby will make the play to escape the jam heading into the bottom of the 5th. Our score, Trinity 3, Creekside 2.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports. Do your feet constantly hurt you and you're not sure what to do? Come see Dr. Bradley Herbst, a board-certified podiatrist at Podiatry Associates of Florida. Dr. Herbst specializes in the treatment of foot and ankle problems, including diabetic foot care, ingrown toenails, hammer toes, bunions, fractures, and more. We're ready to take care of you and keep your feet and ankles healthy. Come see us on San Jose Boulevard in South Mandarin. Call to make your appointment today. 904-268-6993.
Bottom of the 5th inning on Schlick Sports. 3-2 is our score. Trinity Christian with the lead over the Creekside Knights. And they look to extend it. Aiden Arnett coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 1, also reached on a walk. So he'll be the first to greet Baselli in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the inside part of the plate for a strike. Baselli deals the 0-1. Foul back. Arnett, this season batting .325, gets on base the .464 mark. Driven in 15 runs already this year. Really impressive stuff from him at the plate. Trying to add some insurance to make this a 2-run ball game, extend that lead. He gets on base, single up the middle. Runner on first, nobody out for Trinity Christian. Isaac Newman to the plate. Newman 0 for 2 in this game. Line out and a strikeout on the line for him. But the way he's in this season, he's due. Could come up in a big way for his team right here. Advance the runner to scoring position with nobody out. And he won't even have to do it himself. Pitch gets away from Strump behind the plate to the backstop. Runner into scoring position with nobody out. And a 1-0 count on Newman. One ball, no strikes, runner on second. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch misses, blown away, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch is fought off towards the Creekside dugout. This Trinity Christian team is coached by Jonathan Murphy, who's an assistant at Providence under legendary coach Mac Makowitz for 5 seasons. The younger brother of 3-time All-Star Daniel Murphy played a little bit professionally in the Twins organization as well. Was hired as coach in 2019 out at Trinity Christian. They have been really good over his time here. Off to another real good start this season, 11-3. 3-1 count on Newman as they look to knock off the red-hot Creekside Knights. Three and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. High drive, deep to right field, going back on it is Calabro. He won't get to it. To the wall, he picks it up. The throw to the cutoff man, Martineau, will not matter. It's an RBI triple. As Newman drives in a run, it's 4-2. Isaac Newman comes up big time. Put a charge into that one. Thought it was gone for a second. Newman with the stand-up triple. It wasn't even close. Not a throw to the plate. He drives in his 7th run of the year. And it is a big one, making it a 2-run ball game. Roman Baselli going to come out of the game. Andrew Herbst in relief. We'll be back after this pitching change, brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. After this, our score, Trinity 4, Creekside 2.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway, across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Bottom of the fifth inning, time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. And in the game for the Creekside Knights, Andrew Herbst. Taking a look at the numbers on Andrew this season, he's had 7 starts and 8. He's made 7 relief appearances in this season, 1 start. He's thrown 8 1/3 up there to a 2-0 record, 2.52 ERA. He struck out 13 while walking 2. He enters into this one down with the Creekside Knights down 4-2. Runner on third, Isaac Newman. Maddox Lee up to the plate. Lee singled his last time up. Flew out back in the second inning. 1-0. Misses for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trinity Christian got a chance to make it a 5-2 ball game as they got a runner on third. Nobody out. Infield in for Creekside as there's a line drive to center. Kelly makes the diving catch. Stands up, throws to the plate. Bounces off the pitcher's now and will not be in time. It's a sac fly from Maddox Lee. And it's a 5-2 Trinity Christian ball game. There's a nice play by Kelly out in center. If he didn't have to dive, he might have had a chance at the plate, but he was playing back far enough that had to make a diving play to get to that ball. The throw in looked good, but bounced off the mound, slowing down its momentum. And Isaac Newman scores to make it a 5-2 game. Just like that, Trinity Christian opens this one up to a 3-run ball game. Into their bullpen. This pitching staff as a whole has been fantastic this year. Gage Denby, their man on the mound right now, no exception to it. They got 6 outs to go against Creekside to knock them off. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. They look to help their pitching staff out even more as Danzler takes a strike. Pitch in for strike 2. 0-2 on Logan Danzler at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Also reached on a walk. Swings at one in the dirt. Drop third, strike, throw to first, in time. 2 gone in the inning. Tyler Ellis now up.
Now batting designated hitter, number 21, Tyler
Nice
Ellis.
little curveball it looked like from Andrew Herbst there. Caught him reaching outside the zone. Was a good throw from Gavin Strump behind the plate. 2 gone. Tyler Ellis now up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes a ball low. 1-0. Blooper out in the left. That's down for a base hit. Tyler Ellis. Out on first base for the Conquerors. Landon Mixon now up. Looking for another 2-out rally here.
Number 17, Landon Mixon.
Mixon has reached twice in this one. 0 for 1 reached on an error. And a walk back in the second. 5-2 Trinity Christian with the lead over Creekside on their home field. 2 gone, runner on first in the bottom of the 5th. No balls and a strike on Landon Mixon. That pitch inside almost got him. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Herb set for a long time on the mound. Fires a fastball that is returned out into left field. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs for the Conquerors. Runners on first and second. Back to the top of the order, Jacob Miller.
The center fielder, number 7, Jacob Miller. Courtesy run
Miller
number 30.
had an inside the park home run to lead this one off. First pitch of the game. Fly ball out in the left. And was able to advance to home plate on an injury out in left field. Michael Bysham, who ended up being okay, was unable to get out for a long time. Might have had the wind knocked out of him or something, colliding with the wall out there. But the center fielder, Kelly, had to come all the way to the left field corner. And by the time they even got into the infield, Miller had scored the first run of the ball game. Line drive into left field, heading for the plate. The throw from Bysham's a good one. It is not in time. 6-2 Conquerors are conquering the Knights. In the bottom of the 5th, now up 6-2.
Now batting the right fielder, number 2.
And Brady Harris now got 2 in scoring position. Got a chance to add on to this lead. Trinity got 2 early runs in this inning. On a sac fly and a strikeout, however, there are 2 outs, nobody on in this 2-out rally. Single, single, single. He's managed to score 2. Has managed to score 1. They got 2 in scoring position. In a 6-2 ball game. Harris 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Got a 2-0 advantage in this count, however. Here's the first pitch. Excuse me, the third pitch. Curveball in for a strike, 2-1. Oof, that one got him in the shin. And this inning getting away from Andrew Herbst. Base is now loaded. Out comes Chris King. May have to make his second pitching change of the inning.
Batting the shortstop, number 5, Ashton Nugent.
As Nugent now coming up to the plate. He talks with Herbst. And he's going to head back to the dugout. With 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Our score, Trinity 6. Creekside 2.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Creekside trying to escape without any further damage. Already 6-2, Trinity Christian up to a 4-run lead as Jackson Harding enters the game for the Creekside Knights. The big lefty moved here from Alabama this offseason. Looked really good in limited work. 3 appearances, 5 2/3 innings. Struck out 8 while walking 1. No runs allowed for him this season. Just 1 hit. That one called ball 1 to Ashton Nugent. Got the bases loaded with 3 already in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 gone, however. And a 1-0 count. Nugent 1 for 3 today as he sends one to first. Fielded by Hicks, the step on first to retire the side. But Trinity adds 3 more to their lead, heading into the top of the 6th. Our score, Conquerors 6, Creekside 2.
That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Top of the 6th inning now. Creekside got to make a comeback as they did last week against Bartram Trail. As Carson McFarland steps up to the plate, heart of the order. Let's take a flashback to March 30th, last Thursday against Bartram Trail. The Knights trailed 7-4. Heading into the 7th inning, the Knights able to get 1 run. We're trailing 7-5 down to their final strike. Knights able to string some runs together and win 8-7 on a walk-off against the Bears. And they're going to have to work a little bit more magic if they want to come away with the win at Trinity Christian today. Down 6-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Heart of the order leading things off for the Knights. Looking to get something going. Carson McFarland takes a pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes on him now. Two. High drive out to left center field in pursuit. Miller makes the play for out number 1. One thing to mention about this Trinity ballpark is, we think Creekside's big with this big wall. The ball doesn't carry too much there. You don't see many high school stadiums bigger than this. Trinity Christian, 320 to either corner, 360 to left and right field, and 400 to dead center. College dimensions out here at Trinity Christian. As DJ Corey takes a strike. Pinch hitting for Michael Bisham. Swinging strike, 0-2 now. 0-2 count on Corey. Swung on and missed strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. Now Alex Calabro's turn at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Double and a fly out for the senior. If the Knights want to make a comeback, this is not a good start to it. Knights riding a 14-game win streak. Hadn't lost since their second game of the year. And that win streak is on life support right now. Down by 4 in the top of the 6th inning at Trinity Christian. 1-0 upstairs. 2-0. Knights have narrowly escaped their last 2 games with Bartram Trail with wins. And it looks like if this result stands, they've bent their match in Trinity Christian, who've just been the better team tonight. And the one concern with Knights, when you face these teams, is the offense was so good for Creekside to start the year. They've kind of hit a bit of a dry spell in recent weeks. They've faced some tough arms, tough talent, but you're going to see that if this team wants to make a run in the postseason. They got to make some improvements at the plate, find ways to get more runs across the plate. Especially when their pitching staff might not be on that day. As Calabro takes a look at strike number 3, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still 6-2 Trinity here on Schlick Sports.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. They specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today.
Bottom of the 6th inning. 6-2, Trinity Christian with the lead over the Creekside Knights. They got 3 outs to go if they want to knock off the Creekside Knights, but be nice to add some insurance, make this win more sure for them. As Aiden Arnett will lead things off for him. Led off the last inning with a single. Scored a few pitches later on the triple from Isaac Newman. One and 0. There's strike one. The sun finally making its descent past the line of trees behind home plate. And the first base side of Trinity Christian. There's a fly ball out to center field. Taking a few steps back and making the catch is Andrew Kelly. 1 up, 1 down for the Conquerors. Isaac Newman up to the plate. Take a look at the scene out here at Trinity Christian as the sun now setting in the distance. That's now dark. A bit of a orangish haze lies behind the trees.
Now batting for the Conquerors, first baseman, number 12, Isaac Newman.
And as you look to my left behind home plate down third base, has a little bit of purplish pink before you hit the night sky. Some beautiful sunsets here in the state of Florida. And a beautiful scene for baseball tonight. One out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 on Isaac Newman. Pitch low and away. Ball 2. Two-one pitch misses for ball 3. It's a big night here at Trinity Christian as they retired the number 8, Mike Bliss. One out walk here in the bottom of the 6th. Maddox Lee now up to the plate. Mike Bliss played baseball at Trinity from 1983 through 1986. Hit 9 home runs in 1985. Stolen base out at second for Isaac Newman, gets him into scoring position. 0-1 on Maddox Lee. Coach Chris King now talking to the home plate umpire. Not sure what this one's about. Bliss out here with many of the other Trinity Hall of Fame members. Before the game started, they had a presentation. Interesting stat on him. He averaged a home run every 10 plate appearances during his time here at Trinity Christian. And he went on to play football at Liberty. 0-1 on Maddox Lee, low and in for a ball. Runner on second with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1. Line drive into left center field. That's down and will score a run. Kelly going to get to the ball out in center as rounding third is Lee. He's into third base with a triple as the throw gets away. Out in front of the Trinity Christian dugout. Lee heading to the plate. He is not in. He called him out. And Trinity Christian not going to be happy with that call. As the umpire yelling at the team to get back in the dugout.
Hey, worry about the play on the field, not the dugout.
And Trinity not happy with that call, and it did look like he was safe. At the plate, Lee does drive in a run, though. It's going to be ruled a triple. 7-2 Trinity Christian. 2 now gone, and Logan Danzler at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Full windup from Harding. The 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2. I get being frustrated about the call at first, but at this point of the game, probably doesn't really matter too much towards the outcome. It's still 7-2 Trinity. But fans still not happy with that. Out here in Trinity Christian Academy. 3-1. Fastball in the inside corner. Full count.
Go, LD.
3-2 pitch. Foul tip. We'll do it again. Two going, bottom of the 6th, 7-2 Trinity Christian the lead. 3-2 offering, inside ball 4. Tyler Ellis now up to the plate. And Coach King heading out to the mound.
Number 21, Tyler.
That might be it for Jackson Harding. Leave it. Dugout makes its way out for the high five line. We'll be back after yet another pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard.
Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. They are one of Florida's largest independent insurance agencies with access to over 50 carriers. They can insure your home, auto, boat, RV, motorcycle, jewelry, and small business. They also do flood insurance, life insurance, and much more. Let Brandon and his team shop the market to find you the best policy for the best price. If your current agent or 1-800 number aren't giving you the service you need, call Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. Call or text at 904-297-7970 or email brandon.baselli@brightway.com, or just come up to him at any Creekside baseball game. Let Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, be the home of all your property and casualty insurance needs.
Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Meineke Car Care on Beach Boulevard. Into the game for Creekside. Connor Cronin, the senior, has pitched 2 innings this year. Hasn't given up a run, 1 hit, 1 strikeout to 2 walks for him. That's in 1 appearance coming off of a broken thumb that kept him out for the first few weeks of the season. Last year made 11 appearances to a .350 ERA. He gets a fly ball out to right field here. Calabro in pursuit, drifting to his right. He makes the catch for out number 3. Last chance for Creekside coming up. Top of the 7th. Coming up next as Trinity leads 7-2 over the Creekside Knights.
The great feast of Christ's resurrection from the dead is almost here. The Roman Catholic community of St. Mark the Evangelist invites you to join them in celebrating the glory of the Lord and the central belief of all Christians. Masses on Easter Sunday will be at 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning at Patriot Oaks Academy, located at 475 Longleaf Pine Parkway. St. Mark's is proud to support Creekside High School athletics and Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their new location on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall on 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Top of the 7th here on Schlick Sports. 7-2 Trinity Christian leads as Jackson Kane pinch hitting for Elias Hicks leads things off in the last stand for the Creekside Knights, trying to keep their 14-game winning streak alive. It's an uphill battle for them, down 5 in the 7th inning. Jackson Kane swings at a strike. 1-1. Misses on the pitch, 2 balls and a strike. Gage Denby done a real nice job in relief. Came in for Aaron Watson in the 5th inning. Don't think the Knights have a hit since he came in. Fouled off by Kane. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Jackson Kane. The pitch again fought off. He stays alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Again fouled away. He won't go down easy. If the result stands, the winning pitcher would be Aaron Watson. And the losing pitcher, Nick Romeo, as Kane takes a strikeout looking. 1 gone in the 7th. And pinch hitting for Gavin Strump is Ezra Shields. Be a big win for the Conquerors, knocking off a 15-1 Creekside team. Mentioned in pregame, Jacksonville.com had Creekside as the #1 team in the area when News for Jacks had Trinity in that spot. I think Trinity has proven who the better team is, at least tonight, as they have outplayed Creekside and by far been the better team in this contest. With 1 gone, it's 0-1 on Ezra Shields. Up 7-2 in the 7th, making it a blowout. And looking to close this one down. Pitch misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Shields stays alive. The Knights will return Thursday night to face North Marion down in Ocala, Florida. That was a fun trip last year, even though it got rained out. Quite the ballpark they have there. Quite the scenery in the middle of just a bunch of farmland. They have cows behind the outfield fence. It is a great place to catch some baseball. Looking forward to that trip on Thursday. As Shields goes down looking, Knights down to their final out as Porter Blanzett will come up to the plate.
Now batting for the Knights, pitch hitter, number 7, Porter Blanzett.
And that should be a good matchup as North Marion currently 11-4. The Knights had a good size lead against them last year before the game got postponed due to rain. The Knights jumped out to an early lead, then the rain just started downpouring. All he needed was a bunt. Pretty much base hit. Was not favoring the pitchers. Couldn't get balls over the plate as the baseball was so wet. Eventually, after 3 or 4 rain delays, they eventually called the game, and Creekside traveling back down there for this year's contest. And actually on the way back, I had probably my McDonald's burgers are usually not very good as they're normally stale, at least when I get them. But we stopped at a gas station in the middle of the nowhere, and they had a McDonald's there where they just right there made the burger fresh, and it tasted delicious actually. And I can't wait to visit there again if I get the chance to be driving with other people. 3-1 on Porter Blanzett. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. The catcher, Mixon, thought that was strike 3. Was celebrating a little prematurely. All he's got to do is get one more right here to knock off the Creekside Knights. The 3-2. Looped out into shallow left center. Porter Blanzett with the base hit. And now up comes Andrew Kelly. So the Knights survive, extend the inning. Runner on first, Andrew Kelly now to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, singled back in the 3rd. Takes a pitch low. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Denby just needs one more out. Let's put a close on this game. Creekside won't go down without a fight, as the moon now rises above the left field wall. Fouled off. 2-1. Check that out. Big time moon tonight. I believe that's a full moon, imposing figure over the left field wall. 7-2 our score, top of the 7th, 2 gone. Knights down to their final out. 2-1 on Andrew Kelly. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kelly. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the Trinity Christian Conquerors conquer the Knights at home, knocking off a team on a 14-game win streak, 7-2 in dominating fashion. The Trinity Christian Conquerors advance to 12-3 on the season. Your Creekside Knights return Thursday night here on Schlick Sports. Tune in as they travel to take on North Marion. But for now, I'm Noah Schlicks up signing off, saying good night from Jacksonville.